Hello, how's everybody doing? Hello. Okay, we're back.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
Bean Squad is back. Okay, hopefully we got everything completely fixed. Because I'm getting frustrated with Discord. We had to move over to Facebook chat. That's why the windows are a little fucky and the banners are all moved around and whatnot. So, apologies for the wait. We can continue. So, without further ado, I will pass it back over to the Game Master so that he can continue the interactions with. We left off with Joe?
Yes, we were back on the interaction. I was giving Joe an opportunity during these 3 days. Joe and Elvira had a conversation, and we are actually going to peek into this conversation right now. Joe, how do you want to approach Elvira?
So I kind of want to pull her over to the side, maybe in the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, Elvira, do you remember that sparkly person that we saw the other day?
Yes, that's very much a face that's hard to forget.
Oh yeah.
El Hambone.
Also, would like to interject and just real quick interject. L. Taylor, thank you for the host. Also, thank you Coffee Baker 95 for the $20 donation. We now have more spins.
You now have 4 more spins, and my legs are being waxed. Either before or after next stream, or whenever we can set it up to everybody be here.
Yeah. All right. Sorry about that. Go ahead, continue.
Yes, continue, Joe.
So, what all did you hear?
Well, it's impossible for me to know what I didn't hear, but I believe I heard everything.
Yes, you were part of the conversation at the very beginning. At least you were at the top of the stairs hearing all of it.
I am aware of that. However, Elvira does not know for sure.
Yeah, Elvira thinks she heard everything.
Mm-hmm. Which is why. Are you thinking about doing it?
I was leaning towards it, but I mean, have you ever seen that person before?
I don't believe so.
Okay, creepy.
But to be fair, there's probably a lot of new faces that we haven't had the pleasure of running into yet.
Yeah.
Because it has been a really, 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 really long time.
So, yeah. And out of game, did that person say that I could bring along somebody?
One person.
Okay, okay. Or that one person can know about it.
Yes.
One per song.
All right. So if I were to do this, would you want to come with me? Or, I mean, that's up to you.
If you require my assistance, I would be more than happy to help. However, this journey is still your own, and I will not be making any decisions for you.
Understood.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still gonna think about it just for a...
Okay, so we're gonna say that conversation's done unless you guys want to interject anything else. Do you want to ask any other questions to each other about anything, not just that conversation?
I'm good at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joe, is that all you're doing? I was gonna say you've done quite a bit on your 3 days. So, again, all of you are stuck in the house. Elvira, I'm aiming this at you because you have multiple times said you want back to your house.
I want to leave.
You have not been permitted to leave the castle.
It's like being held captive at your in-laws' house. It's horrible.
So now we're going to actually jump over to Kyle. Kyle, what did you do during your 3 days of leisure and captivity inside the castle?
So the first day I would like to occasionally check up on Jason to see how he was doing, because last episode he wasn't doing so hot.
Okay. As you traverse through the house, you're able to make it back to his room, which is, again, you guys' room is on the right side of the house, and his is actually on the left side with a couple other rooms that have not really the doors have been locked, so you can't really get in.
Right.
But you can knock on his door, and we'll go ahead and go to this interaction during this 3 days. So between Kyle and Jason.
So I'm just gonna lightly knock on the door and go, "How you doing, bud? Doing any better?"
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Come on in. It's just, please.
All right. So I would like to open up the door and just slowly open it. And
As you look in, and I have not even described this to Jason yet. Jason's room is literally, it's not a normal room. It's extremely large, but all the walls looks like they've been pieced together from different eras. One's maybe like some brick wall, and then there's other that's tin plating, and then there's some that's the siding, and then there's some that's like a mesh rug on the wall, like you would see back in the 70s, like that psychedelic that you just want to go over and rub. There's some that literally looks like it's been pinned together with old nails and wood, and it looks like Jason. It's been meshed together with a whole bunch of different things. He's got a bed that looks oddly normal for how the rest of his room looks. It is a king-size bed, which is larger than most because he is a larger than average person. And there are a couple secret compartments that Jason has hidden certain things that I will allow him as a character to make up as we go. You have 3 secret compartments in your room that you can place what you would like in there, obviously to a certain aspect, and I will let you know whenever you bring it up whether you can put that item in there. Other than that, it's very plain room.
Okay. This is one hell of a room, honestly. Like, this sounds like my room growing up, but you know, we're not getting into that. Okay, so I got Sally from Nightmare Before the Christmas in my room. So
You are Sally from Nightmare.
I am Sally. All right.
so
Continue.
I just walk in. And I'm just like, fitting.
What, you like everything that you see?
Kind of also reminds me of me as well, along with Dean, if that makes sense.
What are you referring to?
I mean, we're 2 different people, but yet again, one. And you have a bunch of different things pieced together to make one room, so, I mean...
Yeah. So why are you here anyways? Just checking up on me, or is there anything else?
Yeah, I'm just checking up on you, dude. Because I know you've been through some tough times the past couple days.
I'll be honest with you, lately it's been nothing but nightmares, and my emotions, my rage, my sadness, my happiness, everything is beginning to blend into one. And everything at night, I've lived in this castle for a long time. I've lived here for months, years. Was it months or years?
Months.
Months, okay. I've lived in this castle for months, and every single night, I never felt anything. But lately, after that fight, and Frank, I keep changing at night. At least I'm having these nightmares, these visions. And I'm
Just gonna start slowly backing towards the door.
Jason's just gonna start shouting these visions like over and over again. But then, you know, I'm gonna stop. Just sorry, Kyle. I'm sorry.
Dude, you're good, man. Just so you know, you're not alone anymore. You have a team backing you up. So feel free to come to any of us about anything.
I can't come to any of you right now because I'm afraid to hurt all of you. I'm scared to come out of my room. I'm scared to talk to you. I'm scared to talk to Joe. I'm scared to talk to anybody. I'm scared of myself right now, Kyle. I don't know how much more of this madness that I can take.
I don't know what I can do for you, but just to let you know that I'm here for you. If you ever need anything, you know where to find me.
I appreciate it.
All right. Well,
Last
just gonna
question.
go ahead and-
I have one last question for you.
what's up?
Have my voices been changing more lately?
Yeah, they have.
Thank you.
Voice box fever.
And that I have nothing else.
Okay, I was gonna say, is that what you guys want done? Obviously, we'll get.
Unless Kyle has anything else to interject after that.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. So Kyle, you kind of back away the room, close the door. All right. What are you doing with the rest of your 3 days, Kyle?
Day 2 and day 3, I would like to get to know my guardian a little bit more and trying to find out what my scroll relic and what the box is.
Okay. Roll me 2d6 separately, please.
2d6 separately.
Yes.
First one is a 4.
Okay.
Up on the table, please. The other one is a 5.
All right, 4 and a 5. Okay. You do notice whenever you're in your room and stuff, every now and then your guardian's around, but they don't stay in the room very long. They are usually in and out very quickly. You're not able to get a lot of words in with them. I will give you 2 questions.
Why did you choose me?
Who are you talking to?
Oh,
The guardian. You said he's one person.
They're 2 people.
True.
They sometimes combine into one body, most of the time, but
I
they
did not
come
know
and
that.
go. I explained in episode 3 that was explained.
Oh, well, my bad.
No, you're good. You're good. That's what I'm here to keep everybody up on. So most of the time, whenever they go out, they have to stay in one body. While they're in the castle, they can stay. They can split into 2, and they tend to because they don't really like each other.
I'll ask Hyde.
You ask Hyde?
Correct.
Okay. So I didn't choose. You no choose. It choose.
So you have no idea why it chose us.
It choose. And he points to the relic around your neck.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I guess these things have a mind of their own somehow.
One more question. And who do you want to ask it to?
I'll ask it to Jekyll.
Okay.
So I saw Dean's name in the scroll, and we both have been wondering why his name was on the scroll. Do you have any information on why that is?
The scroll?
Yeah, the scroll relic.
There's a scroll relic?
I guess you don't know much about this stuff either.
No,
Okay.
no. We're actually pretty new to this whole relic thing. We've only been around for, I'd say, a couple generations. Like only about 3 relic wars. We're fairly new hunters.
And throughout all that time, you guys haven't found out any more information about stuff?
We tend to keep to ourselves. We're not allowed to leave the castle once we were, yeah.
What?
Yeah. There's a reason we're in the same body whenever we leave this castle.
Yeah, I know how you feel with the same body thing.
Well, I'm gone. And he bolts.
Thanks.
You hear, as he bolts, you hear from the other side of the room, because you would be in your room at this point. He lie a lot. I wouldn't listen to him. We know more about Relic, and he don't tell truth.
So, what do you know about it, Hyde?
Memory usually lay with him, but I know he tell lie. And then he goes back to sleep.
Well, good night.
Alright, and your second roll, you said you wanted to talk to your guardians, right? So that was the 2 questions. That was for the first roll. What else did you say you wanted to do?
I wanted to see if I can find out more what this scroll relic can do, and what more information I can find out about the box.
Okay, we'll say with the God dang it, Kelsey. Sorry. All right. We'll say you make your way to the library around the same time that Joe was in the library, and if you choose to, you can have an interaction with her. If not, I will. Since you did roll high enough, I will give you information. What do you want to do?
What brings you down here, Joe?
Oh,
Joe would have a book open that looks kind of like a whatchamacallit? I can't think. Basically a camera. Basically, you can see pictures on the camera. It's whenever you were looking into your Joe. It was whenever you were looking into your friend. So.
Yeah. Do you remember that the scroll relic and the tornado of names that happened? Yeah. My best friend, ex-best friend, I don't know. She was one of those names, and I've just been here trying to find out about her.
And that's kind of why I came down here too. I was trying to find out more information about this scroll and this box that I obtained.
Box?
Yeah, it's up in my room. I tried to open it, but it said something along the lines of, now is not the right time, please try again.
Oh, like a magic 8-ball?
Something like that, but I don't know. Then I heard some weird voice just saying, just not now. It was some like ghostly girl voice. I don't know. It was weird. But yeah, I came down here to see if I could find out more information about the two, so here I am.
We can just delve into it together.
If you'd like.
Since this is actually going to happen, Joe, go ahead and roll me a d6.
Oh no.
No, that's all good. This is goodness. This is good times. All right, so you got a 4. All right, we're gonna say you help Kyle, and you guys are able to find information out on both the scroll and the box. The box was left behind by Raven, Lenore Raven, who used to be a friend. Yes, they used to be a friend and part of the original Relic Hunters team in the first Relic War. She has ties to a lot of Relic Hunters, mainly Drac and Lord Von Helsing, and this is her old jewelry box, is what the box is.
Okay.
The scroll relic that you have is an heirloom from Drac that was given to Lenore Raven as a gift of commitment back during the first Relic War, and then the book kind of looks like it's been not redacted, but looks like it's been scribbled out. So you can't really make much more out beyond that, like what happened after. There is a history on it, but it's been scribbled out. Looks like somebody found the book and has tried to erase what its history is.
Okay.
So you were only going to get one of them, but Joe decided to help you and rolled high enough that you got both. So this is
Thank you.
Okay, and that's basically what you want to do for your 3 days, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so now we're gonna jump on on the Twitch screen. We're actually gonna jump to Elvira, and we're gonna go do Jason last. So
It's fun. Gives me time to die.
So, Elvira wants to spend day 1 after she gets done talking to Joe,
correct.
actually up on the roof in a ranger form practicing flying because she doesn't have much open space and she can't fly around in the middle of town because reasons.
You do notice while you're up on the roof, you did find a hatch and it actually leads straight from your room to the roof. You do notice that whenever you are flying around, there is some sort of bubble that you cannot get through at this moment, so you have a limited flying space.
As
It
she's
expands way off the castle, but you really can't go farther than that.
As she notices the bubble, she's like, "Man, this is exactly what I figured."
Okay, and since you have, how long do you want to train with that?
I figured a good hour and a half, maybe.
Per day or just one day?
For the first day.
Just for the first day? Okay. I'm gonna write that down. Where'd my pencil go? Yeah, I'll write it down. But okay, I'll keep that in mind. What else do you want to do?
And she wants to spend the rest of the time in the library looking up every old book she can get her hands on about the Relic Hunters in general.
Oh, just about relic hunters in general?
Yep, and the relics, and more specifically on her father.
Okay, well, it looks like we're going to have to redo this real quick. Elvira, you're in the library at the same time as Kyle and Joe. So now you guys, if you choose to, you can have a interaction with them two. Go ahead and roll me a d6 before this interaction happens, if you want an interaction to happen, Elvira.
I would like to point out something, that since they're not doing anything, I rolled a 3 on die.
Okay, that's fine.
Where she normally has, like, her hair done up and she wears, like, that beanie and, you know, usually hoodies and stuff. Now she's in, like, very casual wear, hair down. You are able to see this red blood drop beret that she keeps in her hair, but is usually hidden. She's actually wearing, you know, stuff that looks less comfortable, but somehow she still looks more comfortable in it. And she would currently be holding this, probably a large book, because books weren't really small back then.
Right.
And it was just sitting at probably the farthest table in the corner, because that's where all the people hang out.
So you said you did or did not want to have an interaction with them?
I will, that's fine. They got
Okay.
stuff they want.
Well, I was to say, you go to the far end of the library. Joe and Kyle, you do see, after your conversation and looking through your books, you do see Elvira kind of go and grab some books. Go ahead and start this interaction.
So as she sits down, she's going to be like, "So, any good reads?"
I'm just gonna look up and go, Elvira?
Yes. Are your eyeballs okay? And
No,
she, like,
just
waves her hand kind of in front of your face.
Just we haven't seen you in this get-up before. We're just
I
trying
like
to process. Yeah, it's
I like
different.
it.
Why, thank you. Whenever you have lived past your first lifetime or two, you have to change, especially if you're going to choose to live in the same area. This
Makes
is closer
sense.
to how I dressed in my younger years, is how we'll put it. But
Noted.
anyway, what are you guys in here looking at?
We just found out some information about some things that I obtained and stuff that she was looking for. Yeah, so this scroll relic and this box that I obtained are both owned by a person named Raven.
I find that interesting because for whatever reason, my name was on there.
I mean, I could pull out the relic and we can see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't shoot another hole in the ceiling.
I say we don't because I kind of like the library and wouldn't want a hole in it, but
Good call.
I also cannot stop you. Was there
Property
anything
damage.
about my father that I happened to run across?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What?
I said, is there any information about my father you happened to run across?
Have I? GM. I have? Okay, yeah, so...
Yes. Remember the
The
scroll
scroll,
relic?
I was just about to-
Yes.
So, yeah, the scroll relic that belongs to Raven was actually an heirloom from your father that he gave to her. To show what you said, what was it that you actually said, that he gave it to her because of showing her what?
his affection. Basically, it was along the same lines as an engagement ring.
Oh,
Girl.
So, Drac handed off the scroll to Raven?
yeah.
Or
Mm-hmm.
am I misunderstanding?
No,
Okay.
you understood.
Nope.
So it's a family heirloom, and he's given it to this Raven chick.
Yeah, it was almost like
You all would know Raven from the first time you summoned your Zords, who helped get Mo out, and actually looked like she was the one basically garnering the Poe that you got most of that stuff from. So,
Man, my father is not very good at keeping things that are important to others, are they? Or is he?
I guess not.
Nah.
Well, anyway, I'm just going to be chilling up here in the library learning about your old dad, as it were. If y'all need me, let me know. And then she's going to sit down and probably start reading.
okay. You don't want to. Nobody wants to help or anything like that. You guys are already doing your own thing. That's why I'm asking. It would basically you'd still know all the information, but you would basically have to make almost a perfect 6 roll to help. So, which is fine. You guys can do. I'm just letting you know advanced.
Well, I know that he's pretty much our mentor and all, but since that's a family matter, I'm gonna let you go ahead and deal with that.
Yeah.
As long as you guys are sitting in the room, if you actually like have the scroll out and are looking at it, she's gonna keep making momentary glances over to it repetitively. Like she'll be reading and she'll look over to the scroll, and then she'll be reading and she'll look back over to the scroll.
Throughout all of this, all 3 of you, while you're in the library, Elvira and Kyle and Joe, as all of this happens, you all hear a very soft, soothed voice say, "Thank you, child."
Anyone else just hear that?
Hello?
It is a female voice. I can't go that high right now.
I make a perception roll to see if I can figure out where it's coming from.
Okay, go ahead.
6.
You don't know where it's coming from, but you do recognize the voice.
Uh-oh.
It is Raven's.
So as she says, I don't know what we helped you with, but you're welcome.
Do you know who that voice belongs to, Elvira?
That's Raven. I don't know too terribly much about her, but
That's so Raven.
apparently
Hi,
the scroll
Raven.
belongs to her.
I have a couple of your relics, I think.
I know, child. All of you hear this again.
So, what was your reason for bringing Poe and having him fight us?
That's all you hear is a chuckle.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, is there something else after that?
Oh, that's it.
This is a very emotional and subtle episode to start off with. So, okay, good, awesome. Elvira, anything else during your days? Actually, you want to know more about the Relic Hunters, and you rolled a 3, correct?
Yes.
You get 1 question.
Oh, it's not. She's just looking up information about her father that she wouldn't already know.
Oh, just Drac?
Just Drac.
Okay, the information that you would know, obviously, he basically helped found the original Relic Hunters after the first Relic War started. You would know that he was very, put it simply, he was a man whore. Even by the, so you would know that.
I could say I was surprised.
With both mortals and relic holders alike. So, which is, again, in the readings you would learn that, which is why a lot of relic hunters, alive and dead, are usually kept close, if not bound to the castle. especially after they die. It does explain. You would have learned through all these that it does explain that after a relic hunter dies, if they have not chosen a worthy successor, they are trapped to the castle, only being allowed out of the castle no longer than 1 hour a week.
Ooh. As she gets to this part, she's going to be like, man, that's going to make finding my mom difficult.
Other than Drac and a few select others, but it does not say any other specific relic hunters other than Drac or relic guardians.
All right, that's what she do.
Okay, and that's all you want to do during your 3 days off, right?
Yep, is just learn as much about her father and seeing if she's getting clues onto her mother, because
With your only rolling a 3, that's all I can give you. So there is more information on Scabbard that your character would be able to read about because you were in there for so long, but I'm not going to go into that because that will take too much time. Now we're going to jump to Jason. Jason, after your the first day you had your interaction with Kyle, what are you doing the rest of your first day?
Talking personally with Frank about the visions, the nightmares, the overall emotional, physical, and ultimately spiritual turmoil that Jason is suffering through after the cube was inserted into his head.
You are not able to find Frank until the 3rd day. So what do you want to do on the 1st and 2nd?
Okay, on the first day, I do want to go. I want to go to the graveyard and see if Jin is back by that mausoleum where he. Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
He has not landed yet.
Okay, so Jin is still gone. Fuck. Okay. So if Jin's gone and
Roll me a d6 real quick.
Okay. You know, tonight's been pretty terrible, but lightning bolt.
Nice. Jin is not there, but you do see something basically carved into the far side of his old perch.
Okay.
On the other side, again, it's the you see carved in is the same symbol on your chest, which you would realize that he has told you is the symbol of the Order of the Gargoyle. Underneath it, yes, the symbol Kyle has on his wonderful shirt. Underneath it, you would see it looks like weird. I want to call it like hieroglyphics type,
Okay.
but it looks like it's a language you have never seen before.
So it's archaic.
Very archaic, yes.
Okay, so I wouldn't know anything that this says.
No.
Okay, do I have anything on me to like write them down?
Roll me one more d6.
You could write them on you.
That's a 5.
We will say that you do have like we'll say in your pouch or like on your hip or something, you do have little like business cards or something, some little sheets of paper that you can write on, and you can actually use your fingertips and whatnot. You're not really like I said, you're made of stuff, so you can use makeshift ink.
Okay, yeah, I'll use my blood. Actually, I'm gonna like prick my fingertip and start writing out every single glyph as well as I can. Do you want me to like write? Well, I wrote right.
I will write down the glyphs for you because I know what they look like.
Well,
So
what I meant was, I do want me to roll to see if I not transcribe them, but write them down correctly.
no, we'll say your first roll of the 6 will suffice that.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and copy everything to the paper,
Okay.
and then if time's allowed, after that, I will leave the Jin's old perch and go to. Do we have access to the dwellings where the Zords are?
You really don't know where they came from. You can search the house.
I want to go talk to Bobo.
Okay, that's fine. You head to the dining room.
Bobo.
Bobo, is that where do you want to go to the dining room, or do you just want to yell for what do you want to do?
Bobo!
Where are you at?
In the
In the foyer?
yeah.
Okay. On the ceiling, you hear something and you hear Bob falls down and Bobo appears where Bob was. Yes, you need me?
Hi, Bobo.
Hi. Bob, can you leave us, please? Bob looks up and goes, I don't want to leave. And he looks over at you. Can I stay, Jason?
You know, Bob, it's fine. You can stay. It's okay.
Yay!
Bobo, I need you to look at something.
Okay.
I'm going to take out the notepad and I'm going to flash it to Bobo and Bob. Bob. Do either one of you know anything about this language?
Bobo, you see his head extend. Remember, this is a very tall ceiling.
Yeah.
You see his head extend all the way down to you.
That's terrifying.
Yes.
That's terrifying to imagine.
Yeah. You see this mirror literally stretch,
Oh,
and as he's stretching, Bob comes over and looks and goes, "I don't want to be in this conversation no more."
Can I roll to quickly grab Bob before he jets?
Roll me a d6. You're
Please.
grabbing a blob.
If I may, for visual means, is the mirror itself attached to something that's going down from the ceiling, or is his face coming out of the mirror?
The face is coming out of the mirror.
The face is coming. That's what makes it terrifying.
Nope, that's some fucking creepy horror movie shit. Nope.
You are able to grab a part of Bob, but he's able to get away from you. You have a Bob glob.
I'm just going to throw it down and go back to Bobo. Okay, so why did Bob run away?
Bobo finally gets to where he can read the glyphs, and he goes, I know what those are, but I don't know what they say, and Bob ran away because he's not allowed to see some of this stuff. He knows better. He was punished. That's why he's only half the size of he you normally should be.
Okay.
Keep in mind, Bob is 17 foot tall.
Well, if you can't read it, is there anybody else in the castle that can?
There is one person.
Okay, who is it?
He's in the basement.
The basement?
The basement. There's only been one person seen down there recently, and that's going to be Joe.
I'm going to go find Joe now, but before I do that, I'm going to turn to Bobo. Thanks. And that's it, just thanks. Thanks for the time.
Bobo looks at you, literally still this it's not disembodied, but this long head, and he's curved now, looking up at you and goes, okay. And then you literally see it go, and then the mirror fade.
Jason,
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Jason's just going to stare at this like, can you not do that next time? Can you like teleport down here on the wall something? Because that face stretching stuff can't happen again.
You hear laughter from all, not just the mirror's gone, but you hear laughter from all walls.
At this point, I'm going to book it. Like, nope, and I'm going to go find Joe.
We're gonna say it takes you a little bit, but you do make it to the library. Joe, you're still in the library. Again, everybody please make me a roll. Because now all four of you are in the library.
Wow, 2 lightning bolts and a 4?
And a 1! Elvira, you are oblivious to everything that's going on. You've got your nose so far in your book, you got a paper cut in your eyelid.
In the book, I'm surprised it's not your cell phone.
Because I told you about my eye, but also I appreciate it.
Elvira doesn't like cell phones.
Oh, God, I did not know that. Thank you for that info, out of character.
Right, Elvira.
Nope, they're new speaky boxes.
No
It's
boxes.
the one, you know, the ones with the rotary on the wall?
Yes.
That one. She just now got that one figured out.
Better late than never.
Yes. Okay. So Kyle and Joe, you would see Jason into the room in kind of a huff. Like he's been running because he's been looking all over the house for you guys. So he comes in the room and we're gonna start this this interaction. This is after you guys have already talked to Elvira. You guys have already kind of found out your information. You're just kind of looking over things. You're basically done with what you guys are doing.
Okay, so you go ahead and start the interaction now.
Yes, go ahead.
So I just talked to Bobo, and he says, "You know something," pointing at Joe. Who's in the basement? Why is he there? I need that person. And then I'm going to flip around the notebook and just like put it right in her face with the glyphs like this. I need this transcribe. By
You would
the
have no
person
clue.
in the basement.
So
Yeah,
as he's
basement?
going, Elvira's going to separately be like, "Oh, my father is a whore," and then still oblivious, just at that moment.
Okay. Well, you need to calm down just for a minute.
Okay.
Okay. Your first question. Who's in the basement? His name is Elcon. It's short little dude. Leprechaun, I guess, because that's what he kind of looks like. Like
Leprechaun?
Skull.
It's
Yeah.
It's St. Patrick's Day and you're telling me there's a leprechaun in the basement?
You're damn right, yes.
We have a basement?
Yes,
Yeah.
Kyle, we have a basement for the third time. You didn't ask. Did you ask? No, you didn't ask.
I don't live here.
Elcon, leprechaun, so take me to the basement.
Well,
Joe, are you going to take him to the basement?
okay, Pushy,
Please.
thank you. Let's
You're
go.
welcome. Thank you. Just flop the notebook down, put it in my pouch.
These are the three glyphs
Oh,
you
that's-
see.
Okay. What's that? Alright, okay. I'll memorize that.
Hmm.
Kyle, are you joining them?
If I can, sure.
Like I said, you guys were done basically just discussing and researching. So, but whether Jason wants you to or not, that's the question. But you did roll a 6 on your entry, so I will allow you to go with them if you would like.
I will also give that offer to Jason. I'm just going to go ahead and say, do you want me to come with just in case if anything goes awry?
I mean, considering I've never been in the basement, I don't know who this leprechaun, I'm having a hard time, there's a...
Yes, okay, then I'm going to go.
There's a leprechaun...
I'll go.
Did you know there's a leprechaun in the basement? I'm going to look over at Elvira. Did you know we had a leprechaun in the basement?
She's gonna look up without missing a beat and they're like, "Did you know my father's a fucking whore?" His goddamn pants, and is gonna look back down in her book.
This is Jason's stance. Just... Okay.
Okay, girl, we're gonna be down in the basement.
And she's just raving to herself, giving away family heirlooms to fucking sluts?
Okay.
Everybody would hear this as Elvira says that, and I'm not a slut.
Ooh,
You're all sluts. Oh,
Drama.
Just throw my hands up. Okay.
Roll me a d6, Elvira.
Ooh, please.
Oh, shit. Jason, that's Raven.
Oh, you feel a brush on your neck, and Raven is standing behind you.
She's gonna be like, "Yes, whore."
She squeezes your neck. Your father came to me.
Kyle, what do we do?
So, I'm
Don't
confused.
know.
Maybe the standards have changed over these 1,000 years. If you're approached by the slut, does that also make you a slut, or does that make you the whore?
We never slept together.
Joe, can we go?
Let's get out of here.
yes, I would very much like to.
All of you are whispering. Roll me d6s to see how low you're whispering.
Oh, shit. I don't want to do this, Dad.
6, 2,
Okay, it landed on my keyboard. Can I re-roll this?
yes.
Okay,
yes.
thank God. Otherwise, it would have been a 1.
Roll in the
I
bowl.
rolled 2, so...
Oh, yeah.
All right. Joe and Jason, you guys are low enough to not be found out. Kyle, I'm sorry. As you say this,
Oh, God.
Raven looks over to you. I'll deal with you in a minute, child.
Okay, your jewelry box
He's
is
over
in my room.
18.
Oh god, everybody's getting in this? I just wanted some runes transcribed. That's all I wanted.
Okay, let's
Alright,
let's
Raven,
go. Let's get
Raven
out here.
vanishes again. Elvira, she leaves you a present, but we'll get to that after we leave with the rest of the crew.
That
She
wasn't a
looks
cue for you to
and
rush
it's like,
things.
oh joy. This can only be good, she
Okay.
says with very thick sarcasm.
Alright, Jason, Joe, and Kyle, you guys head down to the basement. After you leave, Elvira, roll me a d6, please.
Oh god. I'm so sorry, Elvira, that you're having to go through all this.
This is Elvira's doing. What are you talking about?
no.
Roll the 5!
You roll the 5?
Roll the 5.
Okay, you find this gift that she left you, and it is a bloody mess.
To you.
Literally, it is literally a vial of blood. It looks like it's a good 100, 200 years old.
Ugh, so it'd be all like black and congealed.
Yeah, yeah. And on the side it says your problem.
Well,
As you are given this, what are you going to pick it up? She left it on the table right next to you. So
she's
what
gonna
do you,
hold up the vial. Are you guys still in the room, or have you made your exit yet?
they are gone. You're the only one in the room.
She's gonna be like, so, did you put your problem for me, or was it your problem whenever you owned it? And she's gonna put it back down and start reading again.
As you pick it up, it is transported into your belt buckle.
She sees the transport and she's like, oh, fuck. God damn it, that's a relic. You're still going to start reading. Continue reading.
Oh, it's a relic.
Oh,
reading.
fuck. I didn't want any more of these motherfucking things.
Okay, now we're going to go back, since that's all done. We're going to go back to Jason, Joe, and Kyle. You guys make it to the basement, or make it to the stairs of the basement, and you head down. Please roll me d6s.
Oh, shit.
Woo!
Alright, you all make it to the basement. You open the door into the basement. Joe, you are leading the way. Go ahead and lead the way.
Okay. So, yeah, this is the basement.
The wall is fully constructed. Again, it does, instead of having the stick in the side, it now looks like it has a lever.
Mm.
What
Yeah.
happened there?
Down the ways a little bit is the little closet, and it has a lever as well. So
Yeah, I knocked this wall down by accident, and I helped kind of put a few bricks back in there. But, yeah. So what are we looking for?
So apparently, according to Bobo, I need to go speak to the leprechaun.
you
Okay.
say the leprechaun, and
Uh-oh.
you hear down the hallway, somebody call my name. Hello? Who's in my
Leprechaun!
Hello?
My name's not Leprechaun, it's Elcon, you sons of bitches.
Elcon.
Wait, is that female down here again? She better not destroy my walls. It took me a while to fix those.
Yes, the
Hey, I tried to help. I put
You
a
came
brick
down in
back.
my basement without me knowing?
Yes, I wanted to help you.
Well, I don't want your help. You broke the wall in the first place.
I made it stronger, okay? Now, this fine man, I won't say young man, but I don't know.
This
Yeah,
man.
he needs your assistance.
You see Jason and Kyle. This is the first time of you seeing him,
Mhm.
and you see this little leprechaun. He's clad in all orange with a little bit of green here and there, and he walks up and goes, you smell like Frank. And I don't mean the good kind of Franken beans. That's put together, Frank.
Ew.
The good kind of Franken beans.
killed Trevor. I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
Beanie weenie.
Beanie weenies.
Beanie weenie.
He's like, Frank, is that the good kind of Frank? Okay.
And then, okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
He says that, and he looks up and goes, "Oh no, what? You're the two-headed person, ain't you?" And he looks at you, Kyle.
What?
No, but I do have another person.
Well, the big dumb one and the skinny liar, right?
My guardian, yeah.
Are you skinny or are you big and dumb?
Both.
Kyle and Dean.
Kyle and
Did
Dean.
you answer that with yes?
Kyle and Dean, and then Frankenfurter. Okay. Hey, at least he looks around and goes, okay, well, at least this Frankenfurter ain't wearing a bra and ain't from Transylvania.
Fuck. Ah.
Well, what y'all down here for?
Apparently a good laugh.
Chief cannot breathe.
Notebooks, runes, transcribe.
Runes? What kind of rune? Whoa, wait, what kind of runes?
Okay, I'm gonna take the notebook out and actually, flip open to the page. These.
You literally, as soon as you hold him out, you see him. This is the fastest you've seen any little person run. He goes, wow! And literally, like, floors it to you. He's directly in front of you, literally in 0.5.
Okay, so mood shift. Now with everybody running away from him, Jason goes from this to more serious.
Okay.
After him.
No, he ran towards you.
All right, towards me. I thought you said he ran away.
No, he ran towards you. He is now at your feet.
Oh shit! I thought you said he ran away. My bad.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
Oh yeah, Coffee Baker. I am absolutely fine. My throat is killing me from laughing, but I'm okay. But
Let me see those runes.
What is this first? Like, I know you want to see these runes, but what are these runes?
They're runes. Let me see them.
You know what? No. You want to see these runes? I want to know why they were there on Jin's perch.
Jin? Who Jin?
The gargoyle.
Oh, that gargoyle. Oh no. Oh wait, that must be his son.
I want to just do this and hand him the notebook. Repeat that again.
He grabs the notebook from you and goes, repeat what? Oh, the son? Oh, that Jin guy you talk about, that must be, oh, what was his name? I think it was like DRK or something like that.
DRK?
Well, no, maybe that was his brother. Yeah, I think that was his brother.
Okay.
And then he hits something on the wall.
Out of character. So
Okay.
Elcon is like, he's a guardian, if I'm correct.
Elcon is a guardian. He's the luck guardian, yes.
And he's super powerful, I'm assuming, right?
He is very powerful. The only reason he became a relic hunter, this is out of game.
Yes, it's out of game.
Because you can find this out on Scabbard. The only reason he became a relic hunter is because he owed Drac.
Okay. So, with that knowledge, I'm going to implement this into the next interaction.
Okay.
So, repeat his last line again.
Fine.
Before he goes to hit the wall, we're going to rewind a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that DRK, I think that's his brother.
I'm going to kneel down. Speak clearly.
Brother.
Yeah.
Name. DRK.
Stand
Do you have such a
up.
bad memory that you can't remember a name?
DRK, that's his name.
That's it? Just DRK? No other
My
letters?
name is Elcon.
D Rook. D Rook.
No, D-R-K. I think it was D-R period and then K.
Dr. K.
Oh, doctor. That gargoyle was a doctor?
The gargoyle's a doctor?
The old one was.
What do you? There were two gargoyles.
I don't know. You said Yin, and then and that I don't remember Yin. I remember D-R-K.
Enough of the DRK. What do the runes say?
Oh, hold on! And he hits the wall. As he hits the wall, literally, it's the ground beneath you starts to shake, and you are now on a conveyor belt that is taking you around and into the center, into the main hallway.
Okay.
Oh.
And then as all of you are going through,
Whee!
Joe, the room that you could not get into, the very far, now it's left, it'd be your left as you're going in this way, that you could not get into last time, it takes you to that room, and it opens up, and you see it is stocked with books, but these look like ancient texts. You guys are stopped at the door, and he walks in, and he goes, y'all stay right there, I gotta, hold on. And he starts shuffling through some books. He's like, well, before I read these, and Jason, he's talking to you. Before I read these, you gotta do me a favor, Frankfurter.
It's not Frankfurter, it's Jason, but...
Jason. Like /Jason?
Yes, exactly like hack/Jason.
Didn't he die?
Multiple times throughout the franchise, it depends on which... You know what? No, we're not talking Friday the 13th right now.
You can't kill him.
Yeah, it depends on which one. I mean, he dies in every single one of them.
So do I, but I'm still in the castle.
You know, there are movies called Leprechaun. You remind me of them.
A little bit. That's actually my twin brother.
Oh my god!
We're all related at some point.
Based on that southern accent, I am not surprised.
Game Master, I'm going to give you reign over Jason's dialogue because I have to go pick up Beck. So you can go ahead and you can either do the dialogue or we can just hold on for a second. You can talk to chat.
Okay. We're going to shift from this. We're actually going to shift to Elvira.
Okay, thank you.
You're good. Elvira, are you still in the library?
Yes. Unless if something's happened.
Okay, while you're in the library, you see, you've gained your relic and stuff. I didn't realize these 3 days were actually going to take a whole episode, but I'm happy with it. So, you see, as you're in your books and stuff after this whole exchange, okie dokie, you see Ryan walk in, and he's very quiet, and he walks through the library, he thumbs through a couple books. You see the wolf behind him. They're grabbing books off the shelf, and they leave the library. Do you want to try to stop? Ooh, excuse me.
No, I would definitely love to stop. Or whatever the fuck. He's going to be like, Ryan, is everything okay, bud?
He looks up at you, doesn't say a word, and motions to his guardian to kind of go or to talk to you for a second. And Ryan actually goes he goes through the door, and the wolf comes up to you, turns into his human form, and again his human form is shirtless with basically just a loincloth, kind of very hairy, and he goes, I don't know why I'm supposed to talk to you, but what you need?
I don't need anything. I was just checking to see if he's okay. I haven't seen him in a few days by this point.
Oh, he's looking for stuff.
Well, hopefully you guys just don't run in and take books at random.
No.
Well, that'd be an interesting way to start a project.
Yep, and he looks down. He notices that you have the blood vial on your buckle, and he goes, is that what I think it is?
Well, that depends on what you think it is.
And you see him literally like go to poke at it, and you see a claw form from the tip of his finger, and he pokes at your buckle, and as he does, you see it doesn't bring out the relic, but he literally has a little bit of blood on the tip of his claw now. And he
Ooh.
looks at it and he goes,
Wait, did you just cut yourself on my belt buckle? Are you
"No,
okay?
he drew blood from it."
No,
Oh, or
but
you're
you
you're asking. Okay. I'm sorry about that. He goes, I didn't cut myself. I'm just, and he looks around. He goes, "You need to talk to someone." And then he literally puts his claw to the desk and carves a D with the moldy blood, basically. And as he does, the blood starts to boil on the desk, and then it sinks and disappears. He goes,
She's gonna,
he'll be here in a minute.
she's gonna back up as this happens. She's just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but boiling blood is weird.
He looks at you and goes, "He'll be here in a minute." And he turns back into wolf and jaunts off. Literally not 2 seconds later, as soon as Wolf Boy hits the door, Drac literally kind of flutters down and goes, "I think I heard somebody holler at me. Did you need me, daughter?"
It was, what was he? A Pomeranian? A Chihuahua? No, the wolf, that thing.
Oh, you mean Loose Cannon.
Loose Cannon? That's like a stage name or something, right? His name's not really Loose Cannon?
No, that's not his name, but he tends to run in before asking questions.
So as she's gonna open up and leaf through the book, and she's like, "So you were quite a what's the phrase? Playboy back in your day."
Yes, I am. Some would equate me to some very high gentlemen that used to live in the Playboy Mansion.
I believe I know who you're talking about, but I really don't want to think about it. You know, you make finding out who my mother is incredibly difficult.
Yeah, wait, you're after your mother?
I am attempting to figure out who my mother is, but apparently you slept with everything that had the appropriate part, and some that didn't.
Do you have any leads so far?
No, however, and she's going to reach down towards the belt buckle and point towards the little blood vial. She's like, I did get this from that Raven chick. By the way, why are you leaving family heirlooms with people without discussing the family?
He looks down, he looks broken as soon as you say Raven, and he goes, I gave our family heirloom to Raven in order to try to win her, and it was unsuccessful. And then he readjusts his gaze from just at the floor up to the vial, and he goes, "But she gave you that vial? What for?"
Well, she kind of left it here, and it says, it's your problem now on it, or something like that. I don't even know why she would leave this with me. If it's this old, it probably wouldn't even taste good.
You do not want to drink that blood.
I figured. Have you seen it? It's black and kind of like syrupy.
May I see it?
Good syrupy.
He holds out his hand. May I see it?
She's like, it is a picture on a belt buckle. I don't know what you want from me.
Touch it.
She's going to take a finger and she's going to poke at it.
As you poke at it, it basically pulls out of the buckle and into your hand, just like any relic from the buckle should do.
She's like, I was afraid it was a relic. And then she's just going to hold it out.
He takes it. He takes it from you. No princess tonight. He takes it from you and he looks at it, and as it's holding in his hand, he blows. And it looks like he blows the dust off of it, but as he does, the writing on the side disappears and the blood looks like it starts to change and actually turn into, looks like fresh blood now.
Ooh.
He hands it to you and goes, "This should help you in being a relic hunter. Hopefully this will lead you to some places good, and there is one person in the castle that should be able to help you find your mother and find who you're looking for, because I don't even know." And he's in the lab. He has two brothers, and if I remember right, his name is Ivo.
Ivo. All right.
It's kind of hard to see him, but just beware of his brothers, please.
Okay. I will do that.
He's
I'm
in
going
the
to get up
front
and
room.
leave now that our dad's here.
Gitmo can take you to him if you're ready to go.
Ooh. Yay! I like to hang out with Gitmo. It's been fun.
About that time, as soon as he says Gitmo, you see the door open and Gitmo go, "Hey, Elvira! Yay!"
So she just like holds out her arms, kind of like for a hug. And she's like, no.
Can you not see? Okay, I was like, can you not see Andrew?
No, you froze for a second. You just had Gitmo and we're holding him up. And I'm like, okay.
Yes. Gitmo gives you a big old hug, and then literally Gitmo goes, "Okay, come on, we gotta go.
All
I'm
right,
supposed to
let's
take you
go.
to see. Is it? Am I supposed to take you to see Ivo, Z, or Bill?
Ivo was his name. Yes, Ivo was his name.
Okay. Wait, are you sure it's not?
It's not. I don't know who is, and that. My dad just told me. Ivo.
Is the other brother, but
I was
we
supposed
usually
to be
don't
wary of
talk to him.
and the other brother.
Oh, well, is locked up.
What is your personal opinion of and the other brother as we're making small talk as we're heading towards the place?
Yeah, we're I was gonna say, yeah, we have began moving, and Gitmo's sitting there talking to you. Well, is he betrayed us, so he is now locked up somewhere in the castle. I don't even know. And I know this whole castle.
I bet you do. You were always super smart.
Oh. Well, Ivo is our resident scientist. He usually helps Skinny Jerk Liar. I can't think of his name. He helps with the blue guy. The other blue guy.
Okay. Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
And I can't even go. And then he goes, well, and Z is he's a bodybuilder and he just likes to play with people. I get thrown all the time.
Ooh, sounds unfortunate.
Did I stumble into?
I talk about Ivo, Z, Bill, and
Well, once you show me to the place, Gitmo, could I have you do me a small favor?
Yes.
Do you know a way into the basement? The rest of the team went down there, and I kind of would like for you to check on them if you have the ability.
Me go down there? Mama's down there, and I ain't messing with Mama again.
Well, you don't have to go see your mother. I just need you to make sure they're not, like, strung up on the ceiling or anything like that.
El Khan, no.
Who?
El Khan.
Like, L.CAN.
K, but yes.
Like leprechaun.
Do not call him a leprechaun. I promise you that. His name is Le Pur Khan, but he likes to go by El Khan.
This place never ceases to amaze me. Well, I might have to take a peek onto Le Pur Khan myself.
Well, I'm going to go back to doing what I was doing before Drac pulled me away from personal activities.
Very sorry to trouble you, Fred.
And he scuttles off. You are at the doors of the where Ivo, Z, and Bill would be. What are you doing? We're gonna finish up with you real quick.
He's gonna knock on the door and be like, Ivo, Z, are you in there?
You hear from the other side. It's not in here, but the rest of us are. But we don't need to be disturbed right now. Z is kind of in a mood, and I think Bill's around here somewhere. About that time, you hear, "Oh, there he is!"
I was sent in. She's gonna try and open the door anyway.
Roll me a d6.
6.
You rolled a 6. You
Yes.
open the door. It slams in your face.
Oh,
Hey, I'm sorry. Real quick, wasn't it in a couple episodes like Frank or someone came up and like bolted the doors, like boarded it up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's why I was confused. I'm like, how
Other
was she
side.
able to open the
Other side.
Other side? Okay.
Yep.
My bad. Sorry for interrupting.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah. Hey, you're keeping me on. Hey, I'd rather you call me out so I can explain stuff. So.
so as she's now standing there and the door's reset in her face, she goes, "First of all, rude. Second of all, do you know anything about my mother? That's the whole reason why I'm here. I don't really want to bother you, but apparently my father is just as useless as I thought he was."
You hear from the other side, maybe come back later, but all I can really tell you is, she's around here somewhere.
She's gonna get real close and leaning on the door, and it's like, "It's not that Raven chick, is it? Because I might actually die."
I don't, and then you hear him stop. Like, you can't hear it. You hear smashing against the bookshelf. You hear stuff flying, and again, you see liquid leak from the doggy door.
Ew. That's kind of disgusting.
Out
actually.
of game real quick for everybody. Ivo is the calm scientist. Z is the bodybuilder who likes to play and throw people around. And Bill, the most normal named one,
You mean
is literally he's not a person like the other two. He is basically, think of, if you know Pokemon, TM, think of Scyther. Only he has more human-esque features. Like, he just has those 2 claws, though. Or those 2 long. And then Z, I'm not going to tell you about Z because I'm just going to keep that one to myself for now.
Wait, there's 4 brothers.
Yes.
Oh.
Invisible.
Invisible.
Ivo, Z, and Bill.
Wow. Wow. Just wow.
Alright, are you gonna head back to your room, or that's gonna be your last hoorah for the
She's
day?
going to go.
Or do you want to
check
go
on
to the basement?
the basement.
Do you want to go to the basement? Alright.
Yep, but as she gets down to the basement, she's not trying to be quiet or stealthy. She's literally going to hit the door that she thinks is the basement. She's going to be like, "Jason! Joe! Kyle!"
Before you would hear that, that's gonna be here in a minute because we gotta go back and we're in a space here. Alright, so back to our other 3, back to Joe, Jason, and Kyle. The automatic floor basically has taken you to the room and stopped. Whenever that happened, Elcon went in and told you guys to stay at the door. Whenever that happened, he's looking around and he's pulling out texts and he's kind of mumbling to himself. And he has your journal with the glyphs on it. And he looks back at you guys and go, "These glyphs are hard to find than I thought. Just stay right there. Hold on, I got one more trick up my sleeve." And you see him literally turn and back all the way up to you guys and take a running start, and you see him jump into a bookshelf. But as you do, you see as he jumps, the books literally spread, he enters a hole, and the books close back.
Did you... Okay, I know I have said this a lot recently, but did you fucking see that?
I'm in the walls, don't worry, I'm just looking inside deep.
You're in the walls?
I'm always in the walls.
I don't like that.
Oh, that's a whole slew of other issues.
Well, I'm in the walls down here. If you hear me through a grate, but...
Do you listen to me shower?
No. Sometimes.
No.
No. The only one I like to see shower... And he stops himself and goes, never mind.
No, you think he just got himself out, boys.
So you're a perverted leprechaun.
Not a pervert.
Did you just go Irish for a second there, bud? Did you finally go back to your normal Irish accent?
Nope.
I've never met a southern leprechaun a day in my life. Anyways, fine. I'm just gonna go find the nearest seat and just sit down and prop my boots on the table and just.
There is no near seats.
There's not.
No, you can. You guys as a whole can venture around if you would like.
Okay, I want to examine the room then.
Okay. You should still have the map if you want to bring it up. You don't, like I said, you don't have to post it, but so you guys can. It's in chat somewhere.
Well, since we had to move everything, I would have to go back, edit in the map.
Oh no, I meant for you, so you know.
Oh.
I'm gonna describe to the audience.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. But as basically as all of this is going, here we go. If my computer would like me, or not. Yeah. Crud. There we go. And that is okay. As you're searching around, there we go. As you exit the room, you're actually in Chamber C, or you're at the edge of Chamber C, and you go out. You see a kind of a door behind you. Then you see 2 doors on your right. You see 3 doors on your left. Joe, you would know most of these doors, so you would kind of be able to guide if you choose to. Kyle, you're as lost as Jason. So, and then there's a hallway down to your left that has been fixed. Again, there's a lever to the small room, and then there's still a stick on the long end big room. So, and then there's another door at the end of that hallway. So
do we have knowledge of this now? Or...
Joe has knowledge of some of it, yes.
Okay, so Kyle and Jason still do not have any knowledge of this room whatsoever. Okay.
Nope.
Unless Joe chooses to.
Exactly.
And
Well,
I
you
can't
know Joe's
remember
been down
shit.
here. You know Joe's been down here, so.
Okay, so at this moment, I'm going to start pacing around the room while waiting for Elcon. I'm going to look over to Joe, and I'm just going to ask her, so you've been down here before, correct?
Once, yeah.
So, is this it? Is this the basement? Is this really what's beneath the castle?
I don't think I saw everything,
Yeah, that's the
but
map.
mhm.
Continue.
Yeah, I don't think I saw everything there was to see, but no.
Do you want to try to guide them around? You guys just want to stand around and wait, or?
Can
I can't remember what all the rooms had in them, but
D
or the
was
ones I went in.
D was Gitma,
Yeah.
which is the farthest one on the left. You really didn't get to see a lot of the other ones because they
Yeah.
were closed on you. One you did notice, if I remember right, it was Chamber A was Elcon's bathroom. The swamp, which is the big door behind you, like basically if you're at Chamber C directly to your right, that big door, that leads to the swamp, which you saw gold and stuff in that room, got a glimpse of it at least. And other than that, that little room, the floor had fallen out down the hallway a little bit, and then the other side, it was a storage room, and then the big golden, the bigger golden room that had the crossbows and the bolts and stuff like that, which you still have not kind of looked deeper into that. So
Mm,
that's for another day for you, though, Joe.
okay.
Jason's standing position in the room. What door is he closest to?
You guys are all right outside of C.
Okay, so if that's the nearest door, I want to approach the nearest. That's the reason why I was asking. I'm going to approach the nearest door.
That's not C. Okay, that would be B then.
Okay, I want to approach the nearest door. And is there like a slit or anything to peer through?
No. There's the handle, which looks old and rickety, but there's no like keyhole or nothing. So.
Okay. What's in here? I'm gonna grab the handle and open up the door or attempt.
Roll a d6.
Lightning bolt.
You got a lightning bolt? You were able to open the door, but you can tell it feels a very weighted door. as you are slowly open the door, and you're pretty powerful, and it
Yeah.
takes you a lot to open it. As you open the door, you're opened into a room that looks like it's literally all concrete, and there's some blood stains on the floor, and there's against the far back wall, on one side, it looks like there's the gallows, a small gallows, and then on the other side, it looks like there's a mini guillotine. It looks like a torture room or an execution room of some sort.
Okay, this reaction's out of character. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. So as the door opens and I see all this,
Okay.
Can I roll for? Is there anything else in the room? Like, can I roll a perception check, see if I notice anything else before I step in?
There's like a lot of chains. Like I said, it looks like a torture / like the execution room. Basically, there's quite a few contraptions. There's the old I forget what it's called, but basically the coffin with the spikes. Can't think of what it's called.
Iron Maiden.
The Iron Maiden. There's literally like anything old like that is usually referenced for torture devices. You see that. You would see. Yeah, go ahead and roll me a d6 real quick to see if you see this. Is anybody else behind him, or at least close to him, where they can peer into the room? Okay.
I'm gonna kind of wander down the hallway slowly.
Okay. Kyle, what are you doing?
So Kyle's, since he's pretty much left at the library basement door, he's inside of his head. You can hear Dean going, "Let me out. I want to explore." No, we are here for Jason's rooms. Okay, just calm down. I haven't been let out in days. Let me out.
Roll me a d6.
Oh god. I already know what this is.
3.
3.
Yeah.
You're safe.
Okay. So you're just gonna be like, "No, calm down, dude. Just let me out. I need to stretch my legs. Come on. We're in the same body. Just shut up. Let me take over." No. No, stop. Damn you, Dean. Ha! Suck it, nerd.
Suck it, nerd.
So now Dean's just gonna I want Dean to head towards the swamp.
All you got to do is basically turn around and go through a big door. Well, attempt to go through a big door.
That's what Dean would like to do.
Okay, roll me d6. And we'll get back to Jason in just 1 second.
Ooh, 6.
Okay, you were able to open the door. We're going to finish with Jason real quick. Jason, what did you roll?
I rolled. 4. Yeah.
You rolled a 4. You do notice that at the very ceiling, the ceiling is not terribly tall. It's like 10 foot tall or so. That at the very top of the ceiling, it looks like somebody's been dragged around, and it's one of the glyphs written in blood.
Okay, now I'm going to step into the room.
Is that glyph?
Can I, since I don't have any light sources on me, can I charge up like my electrical field to get some light?
You would have to be morphed.
Oh, fuck it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna turn before this happens. I'm gonna turn back to them. Well, I don't know what's in this room, but I'm not going in unprepared. Are we ready, GM?
I know you've got the utensils right in front of you. So,
Creation Relic unleashed.
can you show the audience what you have in hand?
The protomorpher and my green bolt.
Yes, this is how they morph, everybody.
Okay, so safely morphed.
Yes.
Do
you
I
are
need
safe
to roll to conduct the electricity to a light source?
Yeah, roll me a d6. It's not going to be a high success, but
4.
yeah, you're safe.
Okay.
You're able to kind of conduct electricity enough in your hands that you illuminate a little bit of the room.
Okay. Would I notice anything else with the illumination? Besides everything that I already know about the room, with there being a new light source, would I notice anything else besides the glyph?
with the light source, you would notice that now that it's more illuminated, there are actual in the guillotine. There's actually a body on the other side that looks like it's been decapitated. There's still bodies laying around. Now that there's a light source, you do see that there's still not. I won't call them recently deceased, but they are deceased.
Okay, well, I'm going to stare at the bodies, but I'm going to look back up at the rune, back down
Okay.
at the bodies, and then I'm going to examine the bodies, not thoroughly, but go through and see if there are like any of the other glyphs or notice anything unusual about the bodies.
Are you pickpocketing them, or are you just kind
Yeah,
of
like sifting through their pockets, seeing if there's
Okay.
anything.
I'm going to go into a little bit more detail. There's one on the floor. Like I said, you notice now there's one in the shackles.
Yes.
But it's just his hands. So he's kind of behind. There's one in the guillotine, and then there's actually one in the
Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden.
I'm going to go over to the Iron Maiden then. Is the Iron Maiden shut or is it open?
It is open.
Okay.
Slightly.
I'm going to use my strength and rip open the rest because I'm assuming since it's an Iron Maiden, the doors are probably rusted or it's heavy to open. But
Surprisingly, it's not rusted. It looks brand new. So, but you are able to open it, and inside you see this person's probably about 5'1", male, and looks like he had been whipped and tortured before all this. He had been closed, and you do notice before you start pickpocketing him that it looked like the spikes didn't even go all the way through him. It looks like they barely penetrated his body.
What the fuck? I'm going to I'm going to notice that, but I'm not going to pay any attention to it. I'm still going to go ahead and sift through the pockets.
Okay, roll me a d6, please. You rolled a 1, didn't you? You rolled a 2. As you're sifting through the pockets, you don't notice that the Iron Maiden starts to close.
Oh shit.
So as you're sifting through the pockets, you do grab something out of the pocket, and we're going to say, do you want to go ahead and try to look at it?
Since I'm unaware of the Iron Maiden closing, yeah.
Correct. Okay. As you pull out of the pocket, and it's a little piece of paper, and it has another glyph on it. It's a different one that you have not seen before.
Okay.
Roll me another d6 real quick.
Ho-ho.
You now notice that the Iron Maiden is closing, and it's closing fairly quickly now. You've got literally mere seconds to get out of the way.
I'm going to resist it, and I'm going to push it back open and attempt to break it.
Okay, roll me a d6 with disadvantage.
Fine. Okay, that's first roll. Second roll. Okay, so first roll was a lightning bolt.
Okay.
Second roll was a 4.
Okay, the 4 is what you go with. You are able to hold it open, but you're not able to push it.
Guys, I need help in here!
Yeah, I'm gonna.
He's just at the door. He's just gonna go.
Joe, you would hear this first.
Yeah, because I'm just kind of making my way toward the doorway right when he does this. Jason?
Joe, hurry up! The maiden's closing on me!
Okay. And I run in
Okay.
and I try to grab hold of one of the doors.
Roll me a d6.
4.
Okay. You're able. Ooh, burp. God dang it, another one. You're able to grab a hold of the door, and both of you are able to open it. You're not able to break it, but you're able to open it.
Okay, at that moment, I'm going to, whenever I have the leverage to do so, I'm going to step back quickly and then let the maiden close.
Joe, are you pulling back your hands?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let me preface with this. If this will make it appeal to the GM,
Yes.
Joe, move your hands!
That is fine.
Okay.
See, I almost didn't ask Joe if she was going to remove her hands. As soon as you said I let go, I was going to have Joe roll a d6, and if she failed, she lost some fingers.
Oh,
So,
let's see if I would have lost some fingers.
yeah, I want to see if you would have lost it.
4.
You would have not lost fingers. 3 was
Yay!
the roll you had to beat. So,
Oh my god.
I am evil, but granted, the more we go along, I will get more evil, but at least I'm not going to make Joe lose fingers yet. So, but yes, you were safe. The Iron Maiden closes, slaps shut, and as it does, it literally vibrates the whole room. Because again, you can tell this is a brand new Iron Maiden. It would have taken you a perfect 6 2 times in a row to break that.
I figured so much.
Granted, and you're morphed.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, if you would not have morphed before you lit up the thing, honestly, you probably would have been able to save yourself, but you would not have been able to hold it that long.
I figured.
All right. Do you want to, or yeah, go continue in the room, Jason?
Okay, well, as the maiden closes, I'm going to look over to Joe's and, thanks for the help. Where's Kyle at?
Joe, you do now see everything in the room.
I don't know.
The bodies, I know. I don't know what's going on in here either. Everything looks brand new. I was going to say something else, but
Are there...
continue.
Ew.
Yeah, I found another glyph. I already know the 3 from Jin's perch, but this one was out of the pocket of this body, and I don't even know what it is. So I'm gonna put the rune back in. I'm gonna put the rune into my pocket, and then as I finish saying that to Joe, I'm gonna immediately snap back into hyper focus and start examining the other bodies. The next body I do want to examine is the one by the guillotine.
Okay, the one in the back of the guillotine. Okay, without a head. Give me 1 second, because I'm gonna show you this glyph.
Yeah, that's fine.
For visualization purposes in my head, is the guillotine blade down or up?
Down. This glyph is much larger than the rest.
I like that. Okay.
On the upside, you're not going to lose body parts unless some major fuckery happens.
So you go check the body. Joe, are you with him? Like, are you staying with him, or are you gonna go back out?
I'm just gonna kind of follow along, but I kind of...
You're gonna stand back a little bit.
Yeah, my focus kind of stays on the gallows.
On the guillotine, or on the gallows.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that is fine. You get to the guillotine. We're gonna split real quick before we go into the guillotine. Kyle, you did hear Jason. What is Dean doing?
So he's just standing at the door. You're going in the head.
Yeah.
You go help them. But I want to see what's in the room.
You have the door slightly open now, so you can see the gold inside.
We're acting like a child and go help. They're our friends. But there's gold. You heard the loud slam, right? Yeah. Go help. Fine.
Did you let go of the door?
No. Yeah.
As you let go of the door, it swings open, and you see a gold figure grab you and pull you in, and the door shuts.
I was gonna go help. It's gonna be nice.
Damn it.
Now we jump back to Jason.
Find him.
All of you, including you, Kyle, hear this. Someone's got my gold. I'm done with these glyphs. Jason.
Yeah.
From the wall, your book of glyphs flies at you.
Okay.
Roll me a d6.
Flies through the wall. Okay.
Yep. All right. It smacks you in the face, no damage, and it falls to the floor in front of you. Elcon, you hear scuttling throughout the walls. You hear,
Okay.
and the door to the swamp opens again. Elcon jumps through. Kyle, you are literally engulfed in gold right now. Like your head is barely above a. You can look around real quick as you got pulled in. There is literally this whole area, and this area is easily 100 foot around. Like, it's huge, and it's literally a pond of gold. All right, and you see the door. Literally, your head's the only thing above the gold, and you see Elcon throw open the door, and he jumps. You see, like, supernatural. You see Khan jump, one hand grab you by your head, pull you out, throw you up, and land in the gold. What are you doing midair?
Son of a bitch!
You go up. As you're up, roll me a d6. 3. You were able, barely, you were able to see as you're spinning in the air. Dean, I figure since you are still Dean, Dean is able to take a quick look around. He's a little bit more calm under pressure than Kyle is. So given that, Dean is able to look around, and you see as you're thrown up at the top. You're at the top. It is domed, but at the top you see a herd of windows all the way around this dome. There are people in the windows. You can't tell if they're live, dead, looking what. You do see slight movement, but there is people all the way around, kind of like an arena. You go back down, and you land right at the doorway.
How do I land?
Roll me a d6.
Oh boy.
Oh, bitch, I should
You shouldn't have asked.
The answer
You should not have
probably-
asked. You rolled a 1. You rolled a 2.
Ooh.
You land on your shoulder, dislocating your shoulder. And I don't mean just a little, I mean literally it's completely out of socket and it's actually ripped on your shoulder. You got blood coming out a little bit. But Dean doesn't feel it. So,
He just looks down and goes, ah, son of a bitch.
like, you didn't break your
Sorry.
shoulder. You basically heavily dislocated it because you landed on the corner of a step.
Yeah.
So
So-
is it internal? Is it hemorrhaging?
No, it's a little bit blood. Kind of think of here actually.
Oh, okay. Like that. Okay.
But there is blood coming out, and he can tell it's dislocated. He can't feel it, the pain, but he can tell it's dislocated. Are you scurrying out the door? What are you doing?
Well, Dean's just gonna look at the arm and go, not again. He's gonna pop it back in place.
Okay, I will allow you to do that.
And then Dean's gonna go, sorry.
Just get out of here.
Okay, whatever was in this room pulled me in.
You
Yeah.
hear gunshot.
Oh shit!
What?
You're loud.
Sir! I was trying to leave.
I said get out. That's not me.
Do you need help?
You hear 2 more gunshots. I said
Oh,
go.
shit.
This is a damn shooting range. Get the hell out of here.
Dean leaves.
The door shuts behind you, and again you hear Elcon, I'm not dealing with this shit again! And again, Elcon, you wouldn't know this, but he does go back into the walls. So, you guys hear... Elvira, about this time, you finally reach the basement. You hear all this commotion. You're able to make it down the stairs, around the corner. You yell, correct?
Yep, I'm yelling. I'm like, Kyle! Go! Nathan!
All
You
of
yell-
you do hear this.
I'm gonna yell back, Kyle's not here at the moment. Please leave a message after the beep.
Shut the fuck up!
Hello.
Here.
He
Alright,
walks around the corner and sees all you guys, and it's like, what are you doing?
Elvira, you only see Kyle in front of you. The other two are in the room because we're gonna jump real quick. Jason, now you see what's in the on that person. I will say you go ahead and pick up your journal. Roll me a d6, please. A 5, nice. You were able to dig around in pockets and whatnot, and mysteriously you find looks like a little black puzzle piece.
I'm going to question it, but I'm also going to go ahead and put it in my pocket, in the pocket that also has the unknown glyph.
You are out of sight range. Do you tell Joe?
No.
Okay.
So I examined the Iron Maiden and the guillotine. Now I'm going to go to the gallows.
Okay. Before, as you're still rifling through the guillotine, you put the little black piece in your pocket. Joe, you notice the gallows start to shake a little bit, and the hands remove themselves. Keep in mind there is no head in this gallows, so.
Oh. I thought
Wait a minute.
I thought gallows were where people would be hung.
I'm talking about the stocks. There we go.
The
Not gallows.
stocks. Okay.
There, I apologize. That was
Okay.
misread on my part.
Okay, so
The stocks.
Clarity, it's not the gallows, it's the stocks.
Yes, it's the stocks. I apologize. My brain went meh.
the brain went meow. Okay.
Meh.
Okay, and I kind of look over to the stocks just for a second. So I see it now. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I want to walk up to the stocks and can I perceive anything that's
Roll me a d6, please.
different? 2.
The only thing you notice is there's no body behind it anymore.
Mm.
So would Jason notice Joe walking over to the same location that he is?
As you get up and turn around, she would already be there. But yes.
And prior, whenever Jason, in character knowledge, Jason did see those hands originally there whenever he first entered in and illuminated the room, correct?
Hands and body, yes.
Where'd the hands go?
I have no idea. I'm just gonna kind of bend down and start
Just searching.
maybe, yeah, if they weren't clothes or anything.
I'm going to examine the cuffs themselves that originally held the hands.
Choo choo. You can go ahead and check.
Like, I want to pick up the links and look at the cuffs and examine them.
Okay. You notice there is fresh blood on the cuffs, and they look like they've basically been pulled through. So.
Joe,
Yeah.
we need to get out of here now.
Okay.
The door shuts behind you. Kyle,
Oh,
Elvira, you know this. You know this. The door was shut.
Dean's just gonna go, ooh, that's probably not good.
Elvira has no idea what's going on, and she's like, "What's in that room?"
I don't know, but the swamp has a lot of gold and a lot of gunfire and a lot of people up in windows.
So Elvira's gonna run over the door and start, or attempt to open it, and if not, hang on it.
The gold door?
No, the one that they're trapped in, or
Oh, okay. Roll a d6.
Can
Yeah,
I
roll
help?
a d6, Elvira.
no,
Help with
no,
opening the
gold's not as
door.
fun as y'all think. I rolled a 2.
You go to beat on the door. They hear you on the other side, but you're not able to open it. Jason and Joe, roll me d6s, please. Jason, you are lucky you were morphed, so that will play in the fact. Oh, Joe.
Shit.
You were lucky Jason saved you. That's all I have to say. You notice a shadow roaming on the walls. You see, because you have illuminated the room, you do see a shadow kind of fleeing through the walls.
Is this some sort of shadow beast? Well, good luck being a shadow with ultimate light! And then now I'm gonna just start focusing like a Super Saiyan power up. Let's just be honest here.
Okay. Because of what's going on, Joe, I will give you this opportunity to morph if you choose to.
Sure.
If you choose not to, I understand.
Alright. Alright, get the buckler and the relic. Phantom relic unleashed! Wow.
I did not get a womp earlier. This is
No,
bullshit.
you did not get. No, you want to know why you didn't get a womp?
Why did I get a womp?
Because you have the buckler.
You know what?
You get one special thing, not both special things.
I
Now
want a
spit
womp
everywhere.
now.
Wow.
Sorry.
Alright, you are able to morph just fine. And so, Jason, please describe what you're doing.
Okay, whenever I say ultimate light, I'm going to like start charging up, and then what I want to do is amass like a build up, but not like exert like outward kinetic force, but more like just continuously like just charging, getting brighter and brighter, and then I'm going. I've actually had a pretty cool name for this move. I thought about it like 2 seconds ago.
Okay.
Light of creation. And then
Like it.
yeah.
Okay, so you're just gonna illuminate everything, basically.
Like, and like just cast like light everywhere where it can touch.
Okie dokie. That is perfectly fine. I will actually let you do that without rolling. You illuminate the entire room, and as it does, Elvira, since you're at the door, and Kyle, you both see the door like bottom and top. You see the light fly from underneath. You do unveil a Jason inside. You see a very large creature now, just for a flash. But you see a very large creature with long fingers. It looks like it has a very blank face, and it has what looks like a black tux on.
You son of a bitch.
Time to collect the
That's out of character, you
papers.
son of a bitch.
I know.
Okay, so I caught a brief glimpse of him. Okay. So,
Yeah, Joe, you also did.
Dean, can you get into this room?
Yeah, let me try.
Okay.
Dual relic. Unleashed.
I thought you punched the camera. I was about to laugh.
Dude, might as well hop on the
Yep.
van.
Roll me a d6.
Vampire relic unleashed.
Come on. 4. I stay Dean.
Or you morph and wow, and
Wow.
actually this is more wow, because you become big and bulky and very
Aggressive womp.
very large.
aggressive woman.
Aggressive womp.
Aggressive wow.
Wow.
But yes, you are morphed.
I am also morphed.
I need to hear it. You're not morphed until I hear it.
I just did it.
He did do it.
I want to hear it again.
I even beforehand said, might as well hop on the bandwagon. And then I said, Vampire Relic Unleashed, and I slapped the
Okay.
pretend buckler into the
That is-
blood. thing.
That is fine. That is fine. I will out of game real quick. Andrew, you are notorious to do lackadaisical wands. So whenever you morph, you're like, Vampire Relic Unleashed.
I think it's not having your dad's power, okay?
It doesn't even finish. It's not even a full womp. It's a womp.
It's like if you were in charge of the bombs. She was like,
Okie dokie. Both of you are morphed, so everybody in the party is morphed.
So now Dean's gonna go across the hall from where the illuminated door is, and
Okay.
he's gonna take a running charge and shoulder tackle it.
no,
Okay.
no, the broken one.
Roll a 2d6.
Oh God, no, Dean, why?
Total of 7.
That makes it. So you bust down the door. As you bust down the door, this figure that you guys briefly saw,
Mine.
you don't feel its presence anymore. It feels like it's escaped the room.
Were you leading with her shoulder? Or were you leading with the other one, Kyle?
Dean's gonna be laughing. Go, yeah.
So as you run by, leaning the hurt shoulder towards the door, I'm like, I'm so sorry, Kyle. And then you're gonna smack into it.
Yes. Dean does not feel pain, like to the extent of everybody else does, so it wouldn't affect him, especially morphed. So.
I know, but it's gonna especially hurt Kyle whenever he gets
Oh
back.
yeah, no. Oh yeah, Kyle's gonna be. This is gonna be fun.
That's
So
why
you bust down the
Kyle.
door. You guys don't sense this being anymore, but as Kyle comes through the door, he takes out several of the contraptions. And Kyle, please roll me a d6. Kyle has now ran into the very pristine-looking contraption you guys shut earlier.
Oh, thank God it's shut.
As he runs into it, it looks like it splits in half. Not open like it did, but it does this, kind of like a Russian nesting doll. And as it does, it doesn't break. Literally, the top opens up, and you see 4 small little green beings pop out.
I'm sorry. What?
For once, I don't say this often. I agree with Elvira. What the absolute first leprechauns? I almost get killed in here, and then this guy, Dean. I'm assuming he's Dean because he's bulky. Runs into the Iron Maiden, and now we have little green men. What is this?
You hear all of them, and literally the men are probably about yay tall. No joke. So they're, I'd say, about a foot tall. And you hear all of them. They go, "We're free! We're free!
No, you don't.
No more Willy Wonka!" To him. We relish the Iron Maiden! And you see all of them literally pull out dual swords. And they look like toothpicks. Tiny little toothpicks. The only difference between them, and all of you would notice this, is 3 of them pull out the swords, and one pulls out what looks like dual pistols.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry. Quit.
Elcon's not going to be happy about
swords
this.
and dual pistols.
And that is the end of our episode.
Ah, damn.
Ignore the message that I just sent you, then.
Actual fuck, Josh.
The reason I ended it here is 11:20. We have people that work in the morning, and that will allow. I know there was no combat in this episode. This was mainly a backstory builder episode, just like the last one. There will be episodes like this. Next episode will start us off with combat, and it gives me an opportunity to do some things really, really fun, especially when we get our 5th and next week we may have a special guest with us. So
Nice. And if you didn't end the episode, I was gonna have Dean look at Trevor, Jason, and just go, "Daddy's home."
Okay. So, are we going to do Relic Roundtable for a second? Because I do need to go to bed.
yeah, I was gonna say if real quick, we're gonna take 5 minutes at 11:25. We'll get off. How's that?
That's fine.
Is that okay with you, or do you want to go to bed?
I'll get stick around for 5 more minutes.
I was gonna say it's 5 minutes, so I do understand if people need to leave. Chat, if anybody has any questions, please get them in as quick as you can.
I'm curious what that clip is.
Wow.
Wow.
Ultimate
Yes.
fight!
And if I can find it, there we go. The reason I wanted to do 5, honestly, like I said, I wanted to.
One second.
And
There we go.
okie dokie.
Okay, yeah, I don't have an after show screen set up, so
You're good. Wait, did Robin?
yep. No,
Oh.
it was over. Oh yeah, it was Robin.
Yeah. I didn't hear her say bye. Bye, Robin. She might be still be in chat. That's the only reason I yelled. And I said raisin, but all right. All right. to everybody in chat, this is going to be a little rough. These are what was sent out to our relic hunters today, except for Kyle, because it is not finished. This is in progress. Please tell me I'm going the right direction. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
What the fuck?
These are our relic hunters, as done by Monty Baldwin, and he is doing a fantastic job. These are before the color, and they're all in action poses. So
You're doing an
That
action
one's
stuff.
sick. This is that one.
that is Ryan.
Oh, okay.
Yours is going to be half and half. So
Well, yeah.
Why is Andrew's room under Joe's name? It was because whenever Joe left, it shifted the tiles around. So like, because the placards are static, so they will stay wherever I place them. But with any video calling software, it'll whenever somebody leaves or comes and goes, it'll change their position of their tile, and it shifts everything around. So that's why it was up there.
right.
Because Discord was being a ween.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hopefully that will be fixed next week whenever we have everybody back, and everything will be better.
We
Um,
just got the Ryan thing fixed.
I know, and then we hit that Joe snag. Yeah, kind of like Joe Skay, Joe Snag. I do, like I said, we may have a special guest next week. Either way, next week, either before stream or depending on work schedules, or after stream, depending on work schedules, there will be thank you to Coffee Baker 95, Mama Lita, for the donation tonight of $20. We now have 7 stored spins, and my legs and my belly are going to be ripped away next week. Like I said, either we may do a special start time of 8:30 or a little bit. Basically, it's going to be a couple rips, or we're going to do it afterwards, like I said, depending on schedules. So again, I will preempt my relic hunters next week. If there's any way, please be here at a special time. I will message you in the group. If anybody has any more questions, please get those in within the next 3 minutes or 2 minutes, because we're shutting off. And I want to thank you to everybody that made it out tonight. Everybody in the on Twitch who has helped us out. Just everybody that's helped us out. I want to give a big shout out right now to ChiefDucky for he's been in pain, and he had to work majorly today, and he actually has to be up at like 6 a.m. tomorrow. And again, I want to thank Joe as well, or Robin, because she does have to work as well in the morning. So thank you, everybody. And we are 7 episodes in, guys. This is phenomenal. We've had constant numbers every night. We've had good donations. We've had good feedback.
We had a shirt made.
We had a shirt made, and hopefully more shirts made. Thank you to Kyle's mom.
Oh yeah, sweetie, come look at the shirt.
And we may have up and coming things. Pay attention to radio stations. Pay attention to social media. So there's a lot going on with Relic Hunters. We're again a big shout out to KaiCon, who is partnering with us. We're kind of give and take, so thanks to them. And just I'm glad you guys are having fun. Is there any questions my Relic Hunters have for me?
No, I'm going to show the back of the shirt, though.
Okay.
Oh, there's a back to it?
Oh, yeah, look at this. Oh, shadow. Hey, there's the shadow being.
Oh shit! Hell
Back.
yeah!
Oh yeah, get back. That's her. That is a
That's your
Uchiha
helmet.
Enchanter's design. Is the helmet? Yes. That is Uchiha Enchanter's design on the back, and that is our very own Robin, aka Joe. That is her symbol design as well. So.
Cry? No. Are you ready to cry? I
Oh,
thought you were. Shit, my bad. You're like, how does that make you feel though? Like seriously.
So I couldn't hear a single word you guys were
Does
saying.
it
So
make you happy? Okay, yeah.
Beck is ecstatic that her design is on the back of that shirt.
it's just awesome.
Yes. So that is time. We're gonna go ahead and get off here for tonight. Again, thank you to everybody. Tune in next week. Like I said, we may have a special start time. Again, I will post that on Facebook and Twitter. And if you want a personal message from me and you got me on Facebook, or if you can find me on here at Relic Hunter GM, send me a personal message and I'll give you a personal call to tell you that, hey, we're going live. So hopefully everybody had fun, and we will see you next week. This is Relic Hunter signing out.
Love you.
Good there.